What's up, everybody? Zach Brunner from Flurry Sports. And this week, we're talking about my Dynasty Fantasy Football rookie rankings. Today, it's all about the quarterbacks. Like I said before, today we're talking about my quarterback Dynasty Fantasy Football rookie rankings. We're going over the top 5. We'll talk about a 6 because there's one guy who did slide in the draft, and guess what? He's going to slide in my rankings here. We'll go all over it. So spoiler alert, Shedeur Sanders not in the top 5, but we will talk about the top 5 and that honorable mention in Cleveland. I'm also in the collared shirt, button-up shirt for the first time in a long time. Unrelated, but it is all business this week. We are talking about my rankings. Now, last year, my fantasy football redraft rankings were number 6 overall in Fantasy Pros expert consensus. And I've been doing rookie scouting for a long time. You know, if you followed the draft coverage here at Flurry Sports, you know my hit rate there. You know my background as a scout. And my draft rankings, you know, speak for themselves as well. So today, and this year, we're doing dynasty rankings. Today, we're doing just rookies. We'll get into overall dynasty at a different time, but we're going over the quarterbacks today. Again, this is Dynasty Fantasy Football, so we're not talking about just for this year. I'll make that very clear. This is the long term. This is the long haul. But at number 1, it's not going to be a surprise, right? Number 1, we are still going to go with the first overall pick, the only one with surefire value for this year, right? And that's Cam Ward, drafted by the Tennessee Titans first overall. Cam Ward was the first overall draft pick for a reason, right? He's a very good player. I don't think he's a great player. Titans said they wanted to draft a generational talent. They were going to draft a generational talent at first overall. I don't know if they did that, but I do think Cam Ward is a damn good player. I think he's a dog. I think he gets it done. I think he's a playmaker. Now, he does have some shortcomings. He's going to play hero ball. Hopefully not in the same way that Will Levis did. If all he does is protect the ball this year and just does normal stuff, make normal throws, Titans have a chance to win this division. I think Cam Ward is pretty darn good. Just look at what I would call a bad quarterback did in Mason Rudolph in this offense last year. Mason Rudolph made, let's take a look. Looks like he made 5 different starts. He had a touchdown thrown in every single one of those games. He passed for over 250 yards in 2 of those games, 240 in another game. So he got it done with what I would consider worse weapons than what he has this year. The Tennessee Titans, their depth chart actually looks okay. Highlighted the newcomers to this team, Cam Ward in pink, first overall draft pick. Dan Moore came over. I'm not the biggest Dan Moore fan, but at left tackle, he is certainly an upgrade there for them. Peter Skoronski, I mean, by the way, if you guys don't know, big offensive line guy, a lot of offensive line background here in terms of scouting, coaching, all of the above, playing. I know my offensive line shit. Peter Skoronski, absolute dog. He is so damn good. Absolute stud at left guard. Cushenberry's fine. Zeitler, man. Zeitler is a dog. Zeitler is someone who does not deserve or gets not as much credit as he deserved for a long time, right? On Wisconsin through and through. Zeitler coming over at right guard is huge. And then what can I say about J.C. Latham that I didn't say last year? I mean, if he discovered the cure for cancer, it would not be a surprise to me. I'll tell you that much. I love him quite a bit. But in terms of the weapons, Calvin Ridley, he's good. He's good. Is he a number 1? Probably not, but he's a pretty good receiver there. Van Jefferson comes over. He's a good route runner. He could be a deep threat. Tyler Lockett brings a much-needed veteran experience to this locker room. He's a deep threat still. He can still get it done. And they drafted Alik Ayomanor. He is a versatile guy, really tough to bring down. I think he will be very good. And hey, Jameer DK. Don't sleep on him. I think if there's one guy who could be an absolute sleeper in this offense, watch out for DK. He's pretty good. And they also drafted Restrepo. Say whatever you want about him. They got Chika Conquo at tight end. Say whatever you want about him. What I'm trying to say is Cam Ward has weapons. Cam Ward has a lot of talent to work with here. And Cam Ward's a good enough player to get the ball to his receivers. He is by far the dynasty rookie quarterback number 1. I mean, there may not be another dynasty quarterback taken in your first round. There probably should be, but there may not be. And I think that is completely fair. In terms of redraft, he's going to be the only one drafted. If you have the first overall pick, you're not going him. Check my rankings below in the description where I would put him amongst everybody else. But Cam Ward, he's a good player. He's the obvious top quarterback in this draft. My number 2 rookie dynasty quarterback, again, not a surprise whatsoever, but it's Jaxson Dart, coming from Ole Miss, drafted by the New York Giants. And what I love about it, Giants traded up for him. They went to get him. They attacked the draft. They went and got their guy, and it is not Shedeur Sanders. It is Jaxson Dart. Again, we're talking about dynasty rookie rankings here. This is not a guy who's probably going to get any time this year. He's got Jameis Winston and Russell Wilson ahead of him, so he is for sure the quarterback 3 in this offense. There's going to be chance for him to come in, I am sure, but he is the quarterback 3. He gets the year to sit, learn the NFL system, and just become a good overall quarterback. So he is not going to be a guy you are expecting to produce this year. He's a great quarterback, a great player to draft in Dynasty to put in that taxi squad if you have that. Obviously, if you don't have a taxi squad, what it is it's a position that doesn't count against your active roster. But if you take that player out of the taxi squad, then you can't put them back in. So he's a great player to draft, put him in there, forget about him until 2026. And then, hey, you probably got the starting quarterback for the New York Giants who's throwing the ball to Malik Neighbors. That's pretty good. I'm down for that. And speaking of weapons for the New York Giants, you wish they were a little bit better with how often they drafted wide receiver in the second round, maybe the third round. They have done quite a bit there, but it's still not a bad group of players. I think Wan'Dale Robinson is better than what people give him credit for. He's just played with a lot of bad quarterbacks, right? He's a good player out of the slot. Darius Slayton can still get it done. I don't know if Jalen Hyatt's going to be on the team. The rest of the wide receivers leave a lot to be desired, to be completely honest. Zach Pascal is there. Who cares? At tight end, Theo Johnson's pretty good. He came along as a rookie last year. I think he's going to take some leaps and bounds forward this year. Daniel Bellinger is still a move the sticks guy. I think he's okay. Their offensive line's better, though. That's the biggest thing. Daniel Jones, for whatever you want to say about him. Is he a terrible quarterback? Is he a bad quarterback? Is he average? I'm not sure if you can even say, because that offensive line that he had was atrocious. It is no good. Was no good. They finally got what's his face, Evan Neal. He's not going to be a starter this year. Thank the fucking Lord. Like, he is out of here. That's great. Now you got Illuminor at right tackle. He's okay. Greg Van Rotten is pretty good right guard. Obviously, John Michael Schmitz, absolute dog of a center. He's great. John Runyon's a bully ball guy at left guard. Andrew Thomas will get it done. So this offensive line, sneakily, not the worst. Now there's no depth, but sneakily, that offensive line, not the worst. And that means they can run the ball. And if they can run the ball, then it's going to be pretty good for Jaxson Dart going forward, right? At running back, they got Tyrone Tracy. I think he should absolutely do more as a receiver this year, considering he's a convert. I mean, he was a wide receiver. I don't know why they don't throw him the ball. I digress. I think Jaxson Dart is set up. Just looking at this team, the defense looks set up. Maybe they need 1 or 2 more guys. This offensive line is doing pretty good. Still has some young pieces. You got Malik Neighbors. You got the wide receiver 1 for the future. If they do everything as they should, which is win some games, be competitive, get the vibes high, and then try to get a top 10 pick. Next year, Jaxson Dart is going to be the starting quarterback. They can draft one of the best wide receivers in the draft to pair with Malik Neighbors, and away you go. I love Jaxson Dart for the future. He can rip it. He just needs to learn an actual NFL system instead of that Ole Miss system. And then I think he's going to be good to go. So I love this as a sit and wait guy. He's not going to help you this year, but he is my quarterback 2 in my Dynasty rookie rankings for sure. Okay, now is where we will have some people getting angry. Some people who will disagree, agree, whatever. It gets polarizing now at quarterback 3 in my Dynasty rookie rankings. I personally have Jalen Milroe, and let me tell you, I don't feel great about it. This is totally an upside play. Do I think Jalen Milroe is a good quarterback? I do not. I think he's an athletic freak. I think his 40 time speaks for itself. He is so damn fast, so athletic. Now, if the NFL bans the tush push, that hurts Milroe, but he is still going to be a runner. He is still going to be a dual threat. There even could be packages this year with him just using his legs. I think he's going to be a red zone monster, to be completely honest. Just the fact that you have to cover every inch on the field, right? You can run around, throw the ball on the run. That's great. Where Milroe struggles is as a quarterback, especially a pocket quarterback. He doesn't read the field well. He doesn't really understand what the defenses are doing. He doesn't make the right reads. And then everything is very inconsistent in terms of his arm. Can he get better? I don't know. Like, I think he could. Now in Seattle, I mean, he's backing up Sam Darnold, who's there. They went and got Drew Lock. He is there now. Milroe's the worst passer out of all of them. I don't necessarily trust the coaching staff to make him that much of a better quarterback. So I don't love the development there. They just got rid of their weapons, right? I mean, they're starting trio now. They still have Jackson Smith and Jigba. So good. So good. They got Cooper Kupp. Maybe he helps everybody out a little bit, but I mean, obviously that's a 1 or 2 year plan, it seems like. And then what? Marquez Valdez-Scantling? Is it Torrey Horton? Probably Torrey Horton, hopefully. Weapons are not good. Long term, obviously something that needs to get better. Offensive line needs to get better. I love that they are not throwing Milroe to the fire, though. And if he can just be a competent passer, his legs will make him such a fantasy stud. So he is an upside play. He is the player that, if you're a league champion and you are just reaping the rewards, you got so much gold, you're so good. What kind of pick would you need? This is just a lottery ticket, right? It's a dart throw. Jalen Milroe could be a nothing. He could fizzle out, which I don't think there's another great quarterback in this draft. I don't think there's one outstanding quarterback in this draft. So you might as well take a chance. Milroe could become an absolute stud, and that is why he's my quarterback 3. Now, my quarterback 4 here, getting absolutely slept on. He's almost definitely going to be the second best quarterback in redraft this year, it seems like, out of the rookies. It's Tyler Shough out of Louisville. Now, not the greatest quarterback, not the flashiest name, probably the biggest riser in terms of the draft process after the combine, through the pro days. People found out he can kind of spin it. He's a good player. The Saints ended up drafting him, and the Saints drafted him 40th overall after we found out Derek Carr has a shoulder injury that could keep him out for the entire season. So now we know 2 things. We know the Saints have no money and can't, spend top dollar for anybody. And 2, they may be missing their quarterback 1 for the entire season. And hey, if Derek Carr doesn't play this season, does Derek Carr get another starting job? I'm not for sure. Tyler Shough comes in, 40th overall pick, and he may be the starting quarterback week 1. Why wouldn't he? The Saints don't really have anything to play for anyways. Who cares? And when I say this guy's getting slept on, I'm telling you, he's getting slept on. I just took him 38th overall in my rookie draft. 38th. That is after Will Howard. Like he's after Shedeur, after Milroe, obviously. But he is getting absolutely slept on. I think you can get him in the 3rd round. I got him in the 4th. I don't know how realistic that's going to be. I was dumbfounded. But hey, if I can get the quarterback 1 and just flip him right away, that is great. And you know what? He comes into a Saints team that really isn't that bad. The Saints offensive line could use a little bit of work at the tackles, right? But you still got Alvin Kamara as the starting running back. He can catch, he can do it all. He's going to be the quarterback's best friend as a check down guy. Devin Neal comes in, he can pound the rock a little bit. But you got Chris Olave, who is an absolute stud right when he is healthy. That's a big question mark. That's a big when. But when he is healthy, you got Chris Olave. You got Rashid Shaheed coming back. He's a deep threat. You got Brandon Cooks, who can still ball a little bit. And at tight end, there's people. Right? There's people there. You never know. They need help. They need help at tight end. They could use some wide receiver depth. They still got Bud Means. He's fine. They got Cedric Wilson coming in as another veteran, cheap veteran. He's fine. But I think the Saints can run the ball a little bit. And they got deep threats. And I think Shough can get it to him. So this is a sleeper. I was really debating putting him as my rookie quarterback number 3. And if you need someone who can play this year, no doubt, go get him. If you need a starting quarterback, or if you need a quarterback 2, if you're in a super flex league, if you're not super comfortable with your quarterback 3, if he's a dumpster fire, go get Tyler Shough. I mean, he could be the starting quarterback week 1. I love that. This is such good value. Go get him. It is perfectly fine. Is he going to blow anybody away? Probably not. But I'm telling you, These quarterbacks aren't very good. They're not very good. So, hey, why not? Why not? If we're talking, we're not investing a second round pick into this guy. Light third, pull the trigger. Love it. Okay, brothers and sisters. Quarterback number 5. Once again, not Shedeur. It's Will Howard. Will Howard, national champion Will Howard. Put a little respect on the name. He had an atrocious combine. Like, we're talking bad all around. He was not good. He tanked his draft stock. If he didn't show up to the combine, he would have been taken earlier, in my opinion. Who knows? Yes, right. He would have. He is a national champion. He's a leader. His biggest downgrade in terms of the draft process before the combine was, hey, he's played with so many good players, and the spotlight's never on Will Howard. It's always on these good players. Sure, but hey, he is the prototypical quarterback build. He's a big dude. He can move a bit. He can rip the ball. He can throw it wherever. Is there consistency issues? Absolutely. But if he becomes consistent, okay, now we're talking. Again, he's most likely not the quarterback 1 this year, right? But at the moment, he kind of is. I mean, if the season started today, Mason Rudolph probably would start week 1. However, Will Howard would get a chance to play. Do I think Mason Rudolph's going to start week 1? No. I do think Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback here. You can learn a ton from Aaron Rodgers. You can learn how to be a pro. You can learn the game of football from one of the most brilliant minds in football of all time. And if Will Howard can do that, and I think Will Howard's a smart guy anyway, I think he could turn into a pretty darn good pro. In talking about a good situation, got a good offensive coordinator in Arthur Smith. You got a good, a blossoming running game. You got fellow rookie Caleb Johnson there, fellow Big Ten rookie. Put some respect on the Big Ten. You still got Jalen Warren. You got Kenneth Gainwell. You still got Cordell Patterson there. Tight end, you got Pat Freiermuth. You got Darnell Washington. He can move bodies. The offensive line's pretty good. Finally. And then, oh, by the way, George Pickens and DK Metcalf. That's scary. If all you have to do is throw the ball up, I like your chances. I like it. And these are 2 young, very solid athletic guys. And once again, the Steelers don't really miss on wide receiver draft picks. I mean, we'll see what Roman Wilson does now that he's healthy. I like Kelvin Austin anyway. But next year, next draft, this is a team that's built to win. This is a team that's pretty solid all around. Why wouldn't the Steelers take a chance at a wide receiver if they don't get better in the slot? They'll get a good slot receiver one way or another. And when Will Howard steps on the field, then he's going to have such good weapons. He's a good player, a solid player relative to the rest of these quarterbacks in this draft. And hey, could he surprise you? Sure. Am I going to go crazy with where I draft him? Anything like that? No. He's most likely a 4th round pick. If it's a deep draft, maybe you go in a 3rd round pick. But I mean, Will Howard's fine. He's okay. But I go for him. Yeah, I think so. He has just as good of a shot to be a starting quarterback 5 years from now as anybody in this draft. Absolutely anybody. That includes Cam Ward, in my opinion. I don't think there is that much that separates these guys. And that's not to say that they're all great. It's that they're all okay. You're not saying, oh, great, we got this guy. We're going, oh, great. And that's what this quarterback class is. Let's talk about Shedeur. Really quick, doesn't matter. Teams passed on Shedeur. Is it personality driven? Is it on the field driven? I think it's all of the above. I think Shedeur is a fine player. I think he does everything okay, or everything decent, right? But he doesn't do anything great. It sounds like bold take. Sounds like he's a little bit of a prick. Okay. And teams didn't really want to deal with it. And once you get a little bit later in the draft, then it becomes a distraction. And then you have to outweigh, do we need a distraction from our quarterback 3? Brown said no, but we'll take a distraction from our quarterback 4 or 5 if we're counting Deshaun Watson. Shedeur was the 2nd rookie quarterback taken by the Browns. Not that I think anything of Dylan Gabriel. Why would the Browns give Shedeur the keys? I don't love Shedeur. I don't really like the situation. I think he forces his way out and he plays somewhere else. Or if he plays here, what are the weapons at that point? I don't think he plays this year. So if you're saying he plays next year, what's David Njoku look like? What's Jerry Jeudy look like? And what's anybody else look like? I don't really love this situation for Shedeur. If you're taking a chance on him, he's like all these other quarterbacks, right? Like I just talked about Will Howard, Tyler Shough, Jalen Milroe. I think he has just as much risk and less upside as all of those guys. I think Shough has a better situation. I think Milroe for sure has more upside. And I think Will Howard has more upside. I think Shedeur is what he is. And if you want to take a chance on that, I think who he is will earn him a chance at some point. What does he do with that chance? I don't love it. I don't love it. If I was given the opportunity to draft, let's take a look at my rankings here. I have Shedeur ranked below Will Howard. I have him ranked below Taj Brooks, the running back, Rashard Smith, running back, Oronde Gadsden, tight end. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. I have him ahead of Kyle McCord, obviously. He's ahead of Dylan Gabriel. I will say that. I have him ahead of Ricky White. Like, he's in that 5th round territory for me. If I have a 4-round rookie draft, if I have a 5-round rookie draft, I don't need to go Shedeur. I'm good. I don't think the upside is there, and I think you should pass on him too. Don't waste it. There's going to be somebody in your rookie draft who overbids or reaches for Shedeur because of who Shedeur is. Let them and compliment their pick. But hey, I'm Zach Brunner, Flurry Sports. My full Dynasty Fantasy Football rookie rankings are in the description below. All positions are in there already. I'm thinking about doing IDP rookies as well because some of you have been clamoring for it. So if you are talking, if you want that, let me know. Put anything else you want to see from this channel on flurrysports.org in the comments below. And who are your top 5 rookie quarterbacks? And if you have a Dynasty rookie startup already, or not startup, but a Dynasty rookie draft, let me know who you got. Let's grade each other's drafts. I just drafted like 8 guys in one because I got a little antsy. I've been scouting a lot of guys. I like a lot of players. If you did the same thing, please let me know who that is. Tomorrow, we'll talk about rookie running backs. That's a lot more fun because we got good players there. Tune in then.